Hello, it is Nicole again. I am not coming to you from my car, I am coming from my home office. So I figured since I was not driving until tomorrow to Concord, I would throw on the camera and chat a little bit with you guys. So, yesterday was a terrible, terrible day in our household. We are diehard Patriots fans, and to be perfectly honest, they didn't deserve to win. They're better than what they did yesterday. They just did not play to the standard that they can play. So I am really happy for the Eagles and the Eagles fans. I think their quarterback, I cannot remember his name all of a sudden. It just flew out of my head. But the one that played last night, he is a stand-up guy that I've seen. And I mean, I'm never ashamed to say it. Brady is a great player, but personally, he's not the greatest. But football-wise, he's pretty fantastic. But personally, he's... So I'm really happy that a team led by that other guy that I still can't remember his name won. So it is a little annoying with the Patriots because people hate the Patriots. Like, hate them. Like, they're like a terrorist group or something. So I don't know about that. So it's kind of annoying. I remember last year during the game, I did not check Facebook. And then I did, and then was so annoyed that people were just mouthing off about the Patriots. And then it was so sweet when they won at the last, in overtime, the last second. Like, it was beautiful. But I don't know. Going into this game yesterday, I just kind of knew that they weren't going to win. I just knew it. I could, like, in my head, I could see, like, the Eagles celebrating. I don't know. I just knew it. I didn't say anything to my family. I just kind of, but it was a pretty somber night last night. We generally do not have a party when the Patriots play because we want to watch the game. And a lot of times with parties, if either Eagles or Patriots fans aren't there, or if there's only a few, or not a lot of, like, football fans, there's a lot of talking. And when the Patriots play, we don't like talking. The kids were downstairs with us watching the game, and it was like, shh, they just kept talking. So, but it was good. It was fun to hang out with the fam. We ate junk food and just relaxed. But, yeah, it was... Gosh, it was just bad. And my husband and I were talking about it today, and he's like, yeah, I don't think they're going to be in the Super Bowl next year either because they're losing two really good of their coaches. I don't know. I know who they are, but I can't think of their name or their title. But anyway. So other than that, our weekend was pretty... I'm trying to even think. I don't even know what I did this weekend. Yeah, I have no idea. And I turned this camera on thinking I had like 4 things to talk about, and literally the only thing in my brain now is the Super Bowl. Of course. What else? Guys, I don't even know. And I'm trying so hard not to edit. So right now I need to make sure there's not too much silence because then I have to edit and cut that part out. But I don't want to edit because I don't have time for that, but I really want to keep talking with you guys. I guess that's it. I mean, it was just like an update on my sad Super Bowl Sunday. Yeah, that's it. My brain is really frazzled right now. Oh, speaking of, as some of you may know, I was hit by lightning almost 5 years ago. And over the last year, I've really struggled with my memory. I've struggled with words. I've struggled with just a lot of things like that. Being very confused about things. Excuse me. So I finally made an appointment with a neurology practice. However, it's for memory, which is good, but I'm on like the kind of important list. That does not make sense, but I'm like on a rush list, but I'm not on like the huge rush list, so I'm like on another waiting list. But anyway, my appointment's not until May, which is terrible. I mean, that's terrible, but it's at Duke University, so I think it'll be really good. So hopefully they'll be able to give me some tests and kind of figure out what is going on with my brain, because there are some days where I feel like I I don't even know how to describe it. It's like I don't know. See, even right now, I can't even think of what it's called. It's very one-dimensional. My thinking is very one-dimensional. The critical thought process, things like that, ambiguous thought, existential thought, all of that stuff is so beyond my realm of thinking right now, which it makes me really upset because that is who I am. I am an existential thinker. I like to think way outside the box. I like to think about things that could only be possible in very specific timelines and all kinds of crazy things like that. I mean, I love to talk about alternate reality and all this stuff. But right now, my brain would just be like, no, you're not talking about this because you can't function. You can't get it. It's just not happening. So it's really frustrating because I feel like I've lost a part of who I am, and it's been really difficult. I've been prayed for a ton of times, and some things have improved. Some things have gotten worse, especially over the last year. I would say it started last year, probably November of 2016, and it's just gotten progressively worse. So my memory is just... it's gone. I mean, I just don't have a memory. I can't remember what else I did this weekend. And a lot of times I really try to blow it off or make it not a big deal, which is good and bad. It's good because then I don't bring people down and, make it all about me. But then a lot of people don't realize just how badly I'm struggling because I do minimize it. And I try to go above and beyond to make up for the fact that I can't remember things or what have you. I have Post-it notes all over my desk right now. I have 2 full notebooks full of to-do lists. And a lot of times, one big thing for me is out of sight, out of mind. So if I don't see it somewhere, I will literally forget about it. If I have a meeting scheduled, I have to put it on my calendar. But then it's like, what reminds me to check my calendar? That's my problem. It's not even putting it on the calendar. I have to put an alert on my calendar so it reminds me. It's just little things like that where in my job, it's super hard to function because I'm an administrator. I mean, I do the paperwork. I do the emails. I'm kind of like the help desk for our district. So a lot of times... I'm frustrated. I spend a lot of my workday frustrated, and it's nothing to do with my job. It's to do with me. It has to do with the fact that I can't remember things, or I can't, if I have a project that I need to work on, I can't wrap my head around it and start it unless I print everything off and have it in front of me. I have to check on the health of our churches, and I say health as in their operations and administration. In order to do that, I actually printed off every one of our churches and then taped this thing together so that I could see it with my eyes and feel it with my hands. Because if I don't do that, I can't do it. So that's what I'm struggling with lately. I don't really talk about it a lot, especially here. I don't know why, but I don't like it to be a poor Nicole, poor this, she can't do this, she can't do that, whatever. One thing though I will say is that something frustrates me about the whole memory thing, because if I talk to someone about it, usually, not always, usually the first thing that they say is, well, I'm losing my memory too. I must have been hit by lightning. And it's like, no, you're losing your memory because you're getting older. And I'm talking about, these are people in their late 40s, 50s, 60s. I'm 38. And I'm like, okay, thank you for your compassion. I'm losing my memory because I have a traumatic brain injury. So maybe don't minimize it like that. It's not just my age. I'm only 38. My memory should not be leaving me right now. And if anybody's memory is leaving them at 38, they should probably go get tested because that's not healthy. That's not healthy. So that's one thing that I've really struggled with, especially lately. When I talk to people about what's going on with me and, you know, how I made an appointment finally, because so many people have been cheering me on to get an appointment. So when I talk about it, that's usually the first thing that they say. And it's like, come on, like, really? You didn't lose your memory because you were struck by lightning. You're losing it because you're getting older, which all happens to everybody. That's just a part of getting older, you know. Maybe take some fish oil caplets or something. I don't know. I've never done that because it sounds disgusting, but whatever. Anyway. See, I knew I'd figure something to talk about. I need to go. But I will hopefully upload tomorrow because I am, like I said, driving to Concord. So I will see you all tomorrow. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'll see you again.